As we know, Thanksgiving is just 2 days away. A lot of people are making their own meals, and we have some tips this morning to help you prepare your turkey. It's always stressful, right?
Doesn't stress me out because I don't do it. But I'm going to let Brooks Baptiste break it down. Brooks, not only how to actually prepare the turkey, but how to carve the turkey.
Absolutely. You know, there is a lot of pressure when you're talking about the turkey. And the first things first, we don't want to dry turkey on Thanksgiving, right? Especially when you've got people coming over to enjoy. So we want to help you out. And we've got Chef Olivia Hurst joining us now with Cattle Shed. It's great to have you on the show today because this is news that people can use and information for sure. So if we're trying to get this to look like this, you're going to walk us through what we need to be doing.
Absolutely. Yeah. The step one, you know, if you have the time, you should brine at home. It's a little intimidating for most folks, but it's absolutely going to give you a moist turkey all day long. No faults there. A little salt, a little sugar, a little water. I personally like some apple cider vinegar. It's going to help caramelize that during the roasting process, and you're good to go there.
Very good. Now, for folks who are saying, I need to make sure I'm thawing my turkey, should they have already started that, or do they still have time?
I hope you've already started thawing your turkey. If you haven't, then you need to pop it in the sink and get some water running over it. Okay. But ideally, you want to pull your turkey out about 3 days before Thanksgiving, because on Thanksgiving, we need that ready to go.
Okay. All right, so walk us through. So you brought a turkey here that is thawed.
Yes.
Okay.
Thawed, brined for 24 hours. All right, it is stuffed with some root vegetables, garlic, thyme, rosemary, sage. I mean, any kind of aromatics that you can find, the better, right? Then I also brought for you a compote butter.
Okay.
It's going to have garlic, thyme, rosemary, salted butter. That needs to go all over your bird, inside, out, under the skin. And then personally, what I like to use is kosher salt and white pepper. Okay. I like white pepper because it's a lot less angry than black pepper. It's also going to give you a lot less kernels than that. You know, sometimes you can crack your teeth on it.
Yeah.
I love white pepper on poultry and seafood, so that's my secret right there.
So I've got to know, because I think sometimes when people are doing a turkey, they think, well, let me not say all people, because some people know you've got to go a little heavy with the seasoning, right? And why is that?
Why is it? Because as it cooks, it's all going to melt into it, right? You still want some left after the cooking process. So the heavier, the better. But don't go too crazy, you know. I like to keep my food simple. Let it speak for itself, you know. Some people like to throw paprika, garlic, onion. Me, simple, salt and pepper.
And that's going to do what it needs to do, right?
Absolutely.
I love it. All right, so let's say we follow all of those tips and steps that you gave us, and now this is the finished product, which I hope all of our turkeys look like this, because this just looks absolutely incredible. So any carving tips that you may have?
First things first, a sharp knife.
Yeah.
If you don't have a sharp knife, you're getting nowhere, you know, but you have to also be careful because you can cut yourself. Other than that, I recommend starting with the breast, but you can start dark meat, white meat. I mean, whichever one you want to eat first, have at it.
Okay, and I've got to ask you a question, and I'm not even saying this to be funny. I just need to know, for folks who want to make sure the turkey isn't dry, what's like one tip you could give them?
Basting it. You know, use a turkey baster or a spoon. As it's cooking, pour it back over the turkey so that it all just seeps back into it.
Very good. And last thing, you guys are going to be serving Thanksgiving dinner for those who maybe don't feel like cooking on Thursday.
Right. You know, you don't want to do all the heavy lifting, the dishes. That's the worst part about Thanksgiving. Right. Let us do it. We're open from 12:30 to 6:30 on Thursday for Thanksgiving. You can do reservations online at our website or give our restaurant a phone call.
And we'll be sure to have all of that great information for you on AtlantaNewsFirst.com and on our app. I'm sending it back in the studio, guys. I hope the turkey looks like this, but thank goodness I'm not cooking it. So if it doesn't, it's not my fault.
It looks amazing.
All I can say is I noticed a theme with you, Brooks. A lot of questions about dry turkeys. Makes me question what kind of turkeys you've been eating.